instant results like instant tea and instant coffee. Most of us feel that others' prayers are getting answered quicker than ours. And so we should shift from our type of worship to others' type of worship. All this is nonsense. So much of comparison even in worship. Just do what you are doing with commitment and faith and leave the rest open. Things will happen automatically. Also try to understand the science behind rituals when you follow them, so that your mind will be tuned in the proper way instead of getting caught in the rituals themselves. The ultimate goal of any religion or ritual is to tune in with existence. This has to be understood in no uncertain terms. Rituals are not a transaction to bribe the gods. They are not any bank balance that you create to protect yourself. They are not any race that you are having with anybody to see who is doing more. So stop comparing and start feeling the intensity of what you are trying to do. I am reminded of a story. 3 men started a business together. They decided to include God as a partner in their business. They agreed that whatever profit they would get, they would give away 1% of it to God. They started their business and they made unexpectedly high profits. Then came the problem. How to give away so much to God? They each gave a suggestion. The first man said, "All right, let's draw a circle and throw up all the money. Whatever falls inside the circle is God's, and whatever falls outside is ours." The second man said, "No, I'll give you a better idea. We will draw a really big circle and throw up all the money. Whatever falls inside is ours, and whatever falls outside is God's." The third man said, "Look, listen to me. Anyway, God is above us. Let us throw up all the money. Whatever He wants, let Him take, and whatever comes down is ours. As long as we want something, we bribe God for it. As soon as we get it, we drop Him until the next want arises. This is how we are taught to function." Yes, what is your question? Swamiji, while we are on the topic of rituals, can you please tell us something about the path of rituals and the path of meditation? Yes, I'll tell you. See, with rituals, there is something definite about them. It is structured and you know when exactly it is going to start, when it is going to finish, where you are going to do it, what for you are going to do it, etc. With rituals, you go into them and come out as the same person. There is so much of security in the whole process. That is why it has spread so much. Anything that is definite spreads. But what happens in meditation? First of all, meditation seems too simple to produce any benefits when compared to rituals. People always ask me why I do rituals at the ashram. I tell them, if I tell people to simply come to the ashram and sit under the banyan tree and meditate, which is actually enough, will they listen? If I did not have the Dakshinamurti idol and the Nataraja idol, if they did not see these idols there, would they just come to see open space and a banyan tree? Probably only I will be sitting under the banyan tree and meditating. To make people take the first steps towards their inner journey, I have to show them some of the complications that exist in their minds. Else I cannot lure them to it. I have to talk in their language. They will be so happy to see the Dakshinamurti idol under the banyan tree, although they will be blissfully unaware of the energy field that is actually around the banyan tree, even in the absence of the idol. This banyan tree is live energy. Its silence is a vibrating silence. It is enough if you just sit under it in a meditative mood. You don't have to do anything complicated. Every leaf and twig here talks to me. See, when you continue to worship idols, you have to become more and more aware of the tremendous presence of existence that you are trying to connect with through the idol. Then you will automatically start seeing God everywhere. You will understand that it is not just the idol, but the whole of creation that is pregnant with the presence of God. Then you can start relating with the whole of existence. With meditation, if you go into meditation with sincerity, the outcome is not definite. A personality change may happen. You may emerge as a different person. This is seen as a great risk. It is like taking a gamble. Transformation starts happening. It is this transformation that you are actually seeking, but when it happens, you are afraid. You feel comfortable in the security of your rituals. And rituals become a part of your everyday routine. They become a part of the dead circuit that you are following. Somehow they give you the satisfaction and you remain where you are. With meditation, your ideology is shaken a bit and you start feeling scared. Your set of beliefs that have been built by years of conditioning suddenly seem shaky. You feel you are moving on to a less trodden path, and that causes a fear in you. When you meditate, your awareness increases, and when this happens, the fence that you have imagined around yourself, which actually society has put around you, slowly dissolves, and you feel rebellious, not against society, but against your own unconscious and ignorant state. This rebellion causes you to probe more into the cause of it, and it opens out further avenues for you. This is how you move deeper and deeper into a space that you have never entered before. A space which society does not even know. A space that society is wary of. A space that has all along been inside you but locked. A space for which you have been searching a key to unlock, but you are blissfully unaware of, not just in this life, but in many lives before. When you have found this space, you have arrived. It is like this. A cow is tied to a rope and given a few meters of radius to move around. It moves around and becomes aware and mature through its intelligence. Then the rope is loosened a little, giving it a few more meters of radius. It goes further around and becomes more intelligent, and then it is given still more length of rope to wander. Depending on the cow's growing intelligence and consciousness, it is let free at some point in time. The same thing happens in man. The rope or fence around man is proportionate to his consciousness. The more conscious he becomes, the greater freedom he enjoys, and the more his consciousness grows. See, it is a question of how willing you are to allow the transformation of your energy. This is the only way it can happen. But when this happens, society will tell you that you are moving away. It will tell you that you are moving away from what is right. The confusion then starts. When this happens, you only have to have courage and faith in yourself and existence and move on. Here is where, more than any books or lectures, a master can serve you as a yoga danda, a stick of support to help you stand up for yourself. Every time you feel beaten by society in your path of spirituality, when you feel you are against the majority, the master will pull you up in his own way and tell you to move on. You need to be prodded at weak moments, and the master is the stick that prods you on and supports you till you walk again with your head high up. At every moment of faltering, the stick emerges to your help. With the support of the master, you can stand up as an individual, as an independent person, discovering your uniqueness. It does not mean that you are dependent on the master, not at all. This is another common misconception.